Look, this is a comment that I did not delete myself, and it doesn't seem to be there, so it could be that YouTube deleted it. And now this seems to be from somebody who, follows science. I don't know about any of this being verified by myself. What I know is that it's a strange series of comments for my video because it's very specific to what this person wants to talk about, which may or may not be Nick's specialty. So again, disprove HSD, right? This proves that, you might learn about one specific form of science, but you can't apply it within where it needs to, like social systems, without being able to realize how developmentally disabled you might be in relation to communicating within these social systems. But again, if YouTube, I haven't reviewed any of this, so I can't tell, but it's not where I want to go with my blog. So, and I'd have to spend a lot of time to verify this stuff, and I don't want to, because for me, it's just weird that it was deleted by somebody else than me. And it could be it was deleted by Nick, right? But it could also be that YouTube kind of doesn't want this kind of subject, whether it's accurate or informational or it's misinformation, I don't know. But it could also be that, maybe this person is being kind of screened out in some way or censored in some way. I'd have to contact that person. I don't know if he's written me before that I can respond and see if it was him that removed it. So as you can see, it says 2 comments, and this is, there was 3 that was actually, spam comments, and I reported, I think, all 3 one first day right after. It's usually within a minute I get, well, not always, but within a minute I get one, and I know the video is 10 minutes, so it's probably not, a thinking person, and it's always the same little link to somewhere else, and it's often pornographic in nature. But so here it probably just shows the 2 comments I just reported that were removed, but this is one of the ways that YouTube doesn't update in correlation to. So this is from yesterday. And, this one is not one that speaks that much about climate change, and the albedo effect, I think, was what that other person was focusing on. And it could be because I talked about the albedo effect a little bit in other videos, but it's not, for me, I don't specialize in being a science educator. I specialize in, metapsychology and why even the specialists aren't that good at science, and how they can't really effectively work as scientists within cultures where they don't admit, at the beginning of every time they talk about science, about what's wrong with the ideologies of science being hijacked by other nonsense or being counterproductive due to other unacknowledged cultural mental illnesses that prevent the species to effectively use science. That's more what my specialties are. Doesn't mean that I'm not scientifically minded and I can't understand most topics in science, either intuitively through already what I have as a foundation of scientific understanding, but also through the curiosity and motivation to want to learn and pick it up quickly, building on this foundation. So for me, I'm not afraid of the sciences, and if there's something new that I don't know about, I'll quickly look into it, and I can do it myself online. Or ask questions, but often I ask questions to people that might teach the subject at university, and they're horrible at picking up my cues as a student, something that I don't do as a tutor, because as a tutor, very different than a certified teacher, is you have to be very in tune with what works or doesn't work with your student. And most certified teachers in most countries of the world, as a majority, including university professors, do not have this skill set of referencing the outside world. They're very ego-driven and mission purpose driven of passing on a subject, and whether they succeed or not by their own fault it's very easy for them to just blame their students or not even notice, because they don't have ways set up to see if they can actually pick up how they are failing and how they can adapt to better serve their students.